So it was bound to happen at some point. I had to play a really, really, really shitty game. Skull Island Rise of Kong, when people were making fun of it, it had every right to be making fun of. I paid $20 for this shit. That was $20 that could have gone to McDonald's. But listen, I needed a game that was low tier. I needed something that was shit, just so I could put something in that tier. And my god, this might be lower than F tier. So let's just get into it. The story, I don't even know. Your mom or your dad dies by some monster. Your Kong is a little baby. You get older. You kill monsters. You get revenge on your pops or mom. Doesn't even specify. And that's it. You just go from area to area, killing a boss, and then go to the next one. I think there was 5 total. That's it. That's all you need to know. There's nothing else in this game. That's it. This game really looked like it was a pre-alpha version of a real game. I have a theory on how this game was made. I'm pretty sure they realized their license for Kong was running out. They had about 6 months before it expired. They realized they bought this license in a bundle years ago with probably other licenses, and it was about to expire. So what did they do? They got a little intern Danny on this game and gave him 6 months to make anything he could. And this was the product of that. I skipped through the credits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more than 10 people on this piece of shit. There's one thing the game is good at. It is a perfect example of how not to make a game. You don't want a game to look this bad, to have textures load in literally 30 feet in front of you. You don't want the most basic ass shit that comes in a pre-built game maker edition. Oh, here's your moveset, punch and heavy punch. That's all you need. Don't have to add anything else. Bailey, is that my sock? You're a brave little girl, you know that? Oh, you have to add something to make it feel like a Kong. So let's have him pick up a rock and throw that at enemies. Why not just make it a piece of shit? That would have been more entertaining. Shoot in his hand and throw it. If you're gonna make a bad game, at least make a fun bad game. And the most basic movement ever. You can jump a little higher, you can climb this vine, you can't swing on trees, you can't do Donkey Kong's helicopter spin. Why not just go crazy with it? Speaking of the trees, I think they kept forgetting how big Kong was supposed to be. A lot of times you'll see like these little ruins. It looks like little huts. You know, the size Kong should be. He's a giant. But most of the trees just felt like trees. Trees to my scale. Small trees looked small. Big trees looked big. Shouldn't the big trees look small and the small trees look tiny? What was the scale of Kong here? Let's just keep rambling on here. The skill tree. Basic as shit. I already hate it when real games do this, where you can't unlock every skill. Just give me all the skills. It's all the same shit anyway. It just makes this attack stronger, or you get more damage out of this attack. Nothing really matters. And also the skills. The way you unlock them, you have to do certain things around the map, such as clearing zones, or destroying nests. And that's it. And most of the missions are just clearing zones. I think I saw 2 nests in the entire game, because I just ran through everything. Yes, you can just run through everything. You don't need to fight anything. Any enemy you see, you can just easily run past just to get to the boss fight and fight it. You don't get any XP from killing regular enemies, except in the clear zones where you just get a skill point, when you need probably 5 to 15 to level it up. And even the boss fights, there was no real cool gimmicks. The first one kept burrowing underground. Can't remember the second one at all. One of them, there was 3 enemies, which were easy as shit. The fourth one was some spider thing. And the fifth one felt like an enemy I've already seen in the game. And in case you forgot where you were going, you can just roar and it's supposed to show you where all the points of interest are. And it doesn't even make sense where they are. You just see giant squiggles in the sky and nothing goes away if you get to that zone and clear it or anything. I went to so many of these squiggle marks in the sky, I don't even know what I was looking for. There was no side mission, there was no main mission, there wasn't any collectibles. Yeah, there's also collectibles. Why would Kong be collecting collectibles? You know, in some games it doesn't really matter, it's just a fun little side thing. Other games it's, oh, you bring it back to your house or your hideout or whatever, it hangs on the wall. That's a cool element. Why would Kong be going around finding skulls or armor or bowls? A bowl is literally a collectible. Why is this here? No. Bailey. She's trying to take a suck from literally underneath me. You know, you're the most entertaining thing about this video. Sorry, she keeps trying to take my socks, don't you? you're going to be here for this little part. There's also plenty of bugs in the game. It kept happening to me where I just couldn't spam my attack button. If I just kept spamming X, my guy would just do the animation. But as soon as I press X again, it would just restart the animation. No idea why that happened. And also the giant spider fight, I had to do 3-4 times because at the end it just crashed. Alright, she's too heavy. Ugh. And apparently it was a known thing. I had to look up and a lot of people dealt with it. I don't remember how I fixed it. I just did it somehow. There was also a few cases where in the clear zones, there would be walls that would block you off until you clear the zone. And there would be some enemies that you have to kill outside the zone. And luckily, a few of those times, I could just hit them through the invisible wall. I really don't know what else I can say about this game. It was just ass. It was really bad. You could have made it at least fun bad. But you couldn't even do that. Could you, intern Danny? Here were some things that could have made the game maybe better. A more unique style to it. This thing does look like cel-shaded cartoonish. You could have gone a bit more with it or just chose a completely different option. Kong just looks like a blue monkey the entire time. Maybe some more unique environments other than just a wasteland. Maybe some more fun kill animations you can do on enemies other than just the same thing on each enemy every single time. The shit throw. If you would patch that into a game, it would at least make it a fraction better. I think that's it. I don't know what else I can say about this game. That's just, this hasn't been a review. It's just a rant. Playing and ranting. There we go. Well, I guess you know where it goes on the ranking, so let's just pull it up here. So yeah, it's obviously not better than Silent Hill or Indie. I'm going to do something a little different here. It's going all the way down at number 100. I guarantee you, there are 97 other games that are better than this. If I can get one that's worse than this by this 100, I will be very impressed. Oh yeah, and also, obviously, F tier. Well, I think that's it. I am going to go try and play a better game now. Wish me luck.